Jesus is coming, so I have no chance to say anything to you. Welcome, welcome, beautiful artists. I love you. I'm stunned. You are amazing people. I was not prepared. Now
I'm getting it too.
My beloved beings, I'm stunned myself. We always tell you again and again, use your creative forces every day. This is your deepest connection with the divine. This is the deepest connection with all life force. You have a pretty good hand to create your beautiful art, and we hope deeply that you are inspiring the others, and maybe they feel intimidated because of the matured way of your art already. But you all started with a little pen, didn't you? You all started with love to color. You all started to put a little inspiration onto a piece of paper or whatever beautiful art form you do. So here we have a collection of spirits, and this is a special taste of spirit. This is a special combination because you are all highly creative. So for you, it must be a feast, a party, fest. This is Annagreta, I'm missing the vocabulary. Like a party, but a nicer party, a more elegant party. So this is a joyful event, and if you would be together in life form with your bodies, you would not stop dancing. It's always good when you find your brothers and sisters in mind, so that you can exchange this level of inspiration and this level of art. With these gatherings, you spread a special energy. You don't spread it only through talking to each other and showing your pictures. You are truly sparkling. You are truly radiating an energy that goes more farther than in this little Facebook group. It's an energetic force, and it is very, very lightful. So your work is all inspired because you are spiritual people, and you would agree if you watch it, all those pictures, and see that they are inspired. This artwork, if it is pearls or leather, or if it is a video, Nick, if it is David's oil paintings, you see something shining through. You see something shining from your heart, and you see something shining from us through it. That's why people love them so much. They can feel that, and they need this creative force. So when you are talking to each other, really tell each other how you like and appreciating the other work, and that is how you receive appreciation. We are not having too much time. The Zoom meeting, it is 40 minutes, and so I wasted already 5 minutes of your time, but I must greet my beautiful artists. I want to be part of the group, as in this group you will never stay a long time without me. And Anne-Marie, maybe I talk through you as well. So let's join the party, and now let's start. Matej, you are such a wonderful support. Thank you so much for everything you do. And we appreciate your work right now. So now please go ahead and show again the beautiful pieces that many of you have seen all over the day. I'm with you, and I enjoy this party, and I bless all your art and your souls. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Jesus. So I suggest that we start with the work of Alice. We're going to do it alphabetically, so we'll start with Alice, if you agree.
Okay.
So just a sec here. Come on. Okay. So picture number 1. Do you see this?
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so beautiful.
Really love that. Beautiful.
So Alice,
love
tell us a little bit about this piece of work, please.
Okay, so I love botanicals and nature and paint, and it's just irresistible, and I cannot stop drawing flowers and leaf forms, and I do it in watercolor and ink, and I use brushes that kind of give a kind of natural shape, and they just make themselves. They are all like in flow, in kind of process of inspiration, and sometimes I feel maybe I shouldn't be spending so much of my time doing art, but it's what I really, really love doing, because I feel so connected to spirit when I'm doing it. It feels like that is when I do my channeling. It's like, it's kind of not really words so much, but the kind of colors and forms, they just happen in spite of me. And I think that I have got some artist guides who kind of just suddenly put things on the page in front of me that I didn't do it myself. I mean, I don't think I do any of it myself. It just happens. And then I go over them later with precious metals and little bits of ink or pen detail. And, you know, so I've got a big stack of them, and I kind of add things to them over time. So they are kind of quite worked. So there's the spontaneous flow part, and then there's a kind of careful work part that happens later.
All right.
And yeah, so I just love the idea that we should share our art, and, you know, I'm always looking for how it might be possible to do that. And I love just sharing art with other people as well. So I've been running this spiritual art club, which has been such fun. Yeah. So there's got a bunch of people from over the world, and we kind of work on one project together, and it's just so much opens out when you are allowed to be in that place of acceptance with yourself, and a lot comes up when you do art. A lot of your own stuff comes up. It's not easy at all. It's really challenging, because, you know, there's that voice where says, well, it's not good enough, or, you know, who's going to want to see that, or whatever comes up, or I can't do it as well as somebody else, and so you have to really, really work with all those issues that come up, and you just keep on doing it, and, you know, it does clear, you know, and the work gets clearer and clearer the more I do.
I heard my spirit saying, yes, yes, yes. There are spirits working with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know what? Do you see me? Am I still there?
Yeah, I can hear you.
At least you hear me. I must agree what you say with the rooms free of criticism. As a writer, I know that it is so horrifying to release a piece of art or a book or an article, because some people are really waiting to criticize you, because this is fashion. You have to criticize art, but that is artists are often so vulnerable. So I really like to have those, become other. Oh, they're so beautiful.
Yeah.
That's
Incredible.
beautiful.
Hmm.
It's amazing.
So
How
there's the
how big
flowing
is-
peak. The flow is underneath, and then I add the detail on top. So it's got a flow, and then the structure is added on top.
Mhm.
What-
Okay.
what technique do you use?
So it's watercolor
Uh-huh.
and drawing and
Mhm.
stamping. Like I put some embossing powder on there
Mm-hmm. So.
and gold dots. I mean, really, I use anything. I don't mind what it is, but watercolor is the base. Yeah.
Mhm.
Right.
Okay, I'll show another one.
Do you sell them, Alice?
Yeah.
How much is this one?
30 pounds.
30 times.
30 pounds.
30
That's,
pounds.
That's not very much. No,
it's British pounds, so 30. Yeah.
Yeah, you should take more, Alice.
Well,
I
Yeah.
agree. It's worth a lot more, Alice. It's beautiful.
the thing is that I'd rather that it goes to somebody.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't want price to come between. You know what I mean?
So this one is sold. I buy
Okay.
it.
Okay.
You could always go down in price when you find someone who is interested and says they don't have enough money, but you can start at a higher price. And there's a certain clientele that finds it's a
Yeah.
false equivalent, but they find it more valuable. So you might as well start at the higher price. And when you find people that want it at the lower price, you can always give them a discount for just for them.
It's
Oh,
true.
Stefan, is that you?
Yes.
Ah, hello, hello. Hello to Hawaii.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, and I just have a question about is it Japanese writing on the bottom
Yeah.
side there?
Yeah. That's put that on with washi tape. So it's a collage. So this is like a collage
Okay, yeah.
because I love that kind of script. I would like to find different ways to include script in my work. I really love to do that.
Yep. It's
So sometimes I put my own writing, but often I like to use writing that I can't understand.
mhm. It looks a bit like light language, I find.
Yeah, and I think I do I do scripting with a brush
Yeah.
with ink, and I think that's like I don't know what the language is,
Uh-huh.
you know.
Okay.
Maybe Nick can identify. Yeah.
All right. Any more questions for Alice before we move to the next artist?
What size is the picture?
They're not very big. They're sort of A4, so they're like
Ah,
this size. They're sort of if I
yeah.
get myself in the screen, so they're like this size. So they're A4.
Beautiful.
So it's about 11 by 7 inches, something like that. These ones aren't that big.
Mm-hmm.
Some are bigger, but these ones that you're looking at now are smaller.
Okay.
Thank you, Alice. They're so vibrant and alive, and I so appreciate you going first. I always think that's the hardest thing, to go first. So thank you.
Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you, everybody.
Welcome to Carol and Mary.
Thank you. Hello.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Hi, Mary. Good to see you.
Yeah, it's only 5 o'clock over here. You're a bit ahead of us, as usual.
Yeah, only 1 hour. Mary, I love your work. I love your work. Yeah.
Thank you, Annegret. Thank you. It's just taken a bit of a jump recently with all the lessons I've been doing, which I'm delighted of. It's got a new meaning for me. Yeah.
Wonderful. Awesome.
All
Shall
right.
we go on with the show, Mate? And then
Yes.
Mary can talk about, yeah.
So next we have Anne-Marie. So this is the first painting of hers we're going to show here. Do you see this?
Oh, yeah. Mhm. Lovely.
Well, I kind of sent way too many, but I was looking at it through my photos and I was like, oh, I love this painting. Oh, I love this painting. Well, this one, and then there's two other ones of trees, little tree. They're only about this big. They're
Right.
only on a card of like a 3x5 piece of watercolor, but they're just so, they evoke so much emotion for me. So I don't know if you could flip through them, Mate, because I kind of sent a bunch. Thank you, by the way, for doing this. It's very lovely. I've been drawing since I was a little kid, and I kind of got into art in college because I couldn't hack psychology. I couldn't hack it. And I just wanted to do something I loved. And I was like, you know what? Oh, this is funny. Okay, so my first year, I went to junior college and got an associate's degree. Then I went to university and I was in psychology and math, no way. And so the only class that I was passing was Italian, okay? I loved Italian. I'd spoken it when I was when I lived in Malta, and I was like, what degree can I get that I like, that I can speak Italian? And there were some art historian, art education people in the class. I was like, oh, you could do art history. And I was like, I can draw. Okay, I'll go get a degree in art history. And it was like that flippant. And I went and got a degree in art history and I loved it. So then I did nothing with it for like 20 years until I moved up here to New York. Actually, not even to New York, to upstate New York where I'm living now. And all my friends were like, you know, you could be a really great teacher. And I was like, oh, I'll give that a shot. So long story short, I became a teacher, an art teacher. Okay, so this work that you have up now is my latest medium, and it's called alcohol ink. And it's ink made on a non-porous surface. The paper is plastic. And I have the bottles of them right behind me here. They're literally like the bottles that you buy eye drops in. And they have very intense pigment, and it's diluted with alcohol. And I actually have alcohol right here on my desk. And you put it on the paper and it spreads. And then you dilute it with isopropyl alcohol and like a Q-tip or a paintbrush. And all those dots, the variations in the color come from the alcohol thinning the ink. And it's just fascinating. And I love it because it's organic. It's like natural, you know? So that makes me very happy.
Very beautiful.
I love that piece.
Thank you. Thank you.
Is that quite large?
That one's big, yeah.
Yeah.
That one's about yay big.
Yep.
So I've shown that one quite a bit, and it's gotten like people go crazy over it. Thanks for letting me talk.
The picture reminds me on your bubbling character.
Yeah. I love circles. I love circles and bubbles. Yeah.
And trees.
And trees. I love trees. Yeah.
Trees, for sure. And colors.
Okay, we'll show a last one for Anne-Marie.
Thank you.
I have a picture from Anne-Marie, and I really can tell you it makes your room so, it has such a good radiation. It makes the room.
Yeah, that one's over my shoulder right here behind me. You can see it.
Yeah.
It's nice when you've done them in the circles like that.
Thank you. You know what I do? It's like so non-professional. I just pull a plate, like, oh, here's a plate, and I traced it. It turns out that this one was ceramic and it was not circular. So when I went to frame it, I was like, the mat is circular, but the circle is not circular.
But I prefer that though,
Yeah.
because I think the irregularity gives it that kind of human kind of quality, that charm.
Thank
That's
you.
the difference between a piece of real art and some print.
Yeah.
I much prefer. That's why real art has that kind of quality that makes it exciting.
Yeah.
Because human hand actually touched it.
Yes. Quite agree. Yeah.
I wanted to just share one little story. There was one piece that you showed with a lot of flowing colors in a square with trees all attached through it. The first time I posted that, a friend of mine like called me and said, "Where did you see that?" I was like, "I didn't see it. I just made it." She goes, "No, no, no, no. That's what I saw when I had my near-death experience.
Oh my Lord.
I was in a field of colors like that." She's like, "That's what I saw. I want it." And that was the first piece of artwork I ever sold.
Oh,
She bought
lovely.
it right away.
Wow.
Unbelievable. Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay, very good. So we're almost already at the end of our time here on this session.